High street ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.
So I'd woken up this morning to this report about the International Criminal Court issuing an arrest warrant for Netanyahu and also some Hamas officials. Just want to watch this video before we go further ahead. It's from ABC America, I believe.
The International Criminal Court is issuing arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. The ICC says there are, quote, reasonable grounds to believe Netanyahu and Gallant committed war crimes. Meanwhile, search and rescue operations are underway after Israeli airstrikes bombarded the Gaza Strip. ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore has the latest on that. Marcus?
Well, hi, Diane. These are serious charges in that an ICC arrest warrant carries with it legal and political ramifications, but it's highly unlikely that either of these men will be dragged to The Hague to stand trial, as the International Criminal Court has no enforcement ability. It relies on its member states to enforce the warrant. So at the moment, this is really more of a symbolic move than anything, sending the message of how many around the world view what's happening in Gaza and the potential that alleged war crimes have been committed. Prime Minister Netanyahu's office has responded, calling the charges absurd and false, saying that the ICC is biased and discriminatory. And his office said, quote, no anti-Israeli decision will prevent the state of Israel from protecting its citizens. In the meantime, as we watch that develop, we are also seeing the humanitarian situation in Gaza continue to worsen, particularly in the north. Civilians there have been left with no safe place to go. Nearly the entire population of Gaza has been displaced in one way or another. And we've learned from the Gaza Health Ministry that the death toll has surpassed 44,000. The health ministry there does not differentiate between the fighters and civilians, but the agency says a majority of those who've been killed, Diane, have been women and children.
ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore.
So when I woke up this morning, I saw this report about how the international courts had issued this arrest warrant for Netanyahu. I was reminded of what it says in Zechariah chapter 12. I'll just read briefly from verse 2 onwards. It says, behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of drunkenness to all the surrounding peoples when they lay siege against Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall happen on that day, in that day, that I will make Jerusalem a very heavy stone for all peoples. All who would heave it away will surely be cut in pieces, though all nations of the earth are gathered against it. In that day, says the Lord, I will strike every horse with confusion, and its rider will with madness. I will open my eyes on the house of Judah, and will strike every horse of the peoples with blindness. So I was just reminded it doesn't matter particularly what the international courts say, what they want to do. Jerusalem, Israel, to them, it's a blight on this earth as far as they're concerned. They are against it because God is for it. The Bible had said that the nation of Israel would exist in the latter days. We saw the nation of Israel reform in 1948. The Bible said these things would happen. It doesn't matter whether some silly made-up court have issued arrest warrants. We know that the United Nations, we know that the international courts, all these people, they hate Israel. They absolutely hate Israel. They would burn it to the ground and give it to the Palestinian people, I'll say in quotation marks, air quotes, if they could. That would be to them justice. But it's not going to happen because the God of the Bible said it's not going to happen. So that's all there is to it. So the nations can rage. These international courts can make whatever declarations they want. But the God of the Bible has already told us what will happen. And we know for a fact, now that Israel has been reformed, it is not going to be brought down by any international courts, by the United Nations, by any other nations. They may come against it and fight against it. There may be a lot of bloodshed, but it will not be destroyed. So they can do what they want. They can issue their arrest warrants, just disingenuous and criminal on their behalf, in my opinion. I'm Jay Fallon. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope.
For I want to serve you, Lord, and have your way, yeah. And mold me and shape me, Lord, and have your way, yeah. For I want to serve you, Lord, so have your way, and mold me and shape me, Lord, and have your way, for I want to serve you, Lord. I want to serve you. For I want to serve you, Lord. For I want to serve you. For I want to serve